Alright guys, so here we go. Welcome to another edition of a pre-race analysis video here. I'll give you guys some fantasy advice as usual. Trying to make this a pretty quick episode. Again, doing this on my lunch break with these midweek races. But we have Martinsville here tonight for 500 laps. So let's give my predictions of who you should stay away from, who you should put in your lineup as must-haves, and who are maybe some dark horses you could also have on your fantasy lineup. And at the end, as usual, we'll take a look at who will be on my team for this week. So first and foremost, we're going to start off with drivers that you should probably stay away from here in tonight's race. I think the first guy that comes to mind is going to be Kevin Harvick again. Although he is coming off of a win, there are so many drivers here in recent memory, in fact, that have performed very well at Martinsville. And I think Kevin Harvick should be solely saved for the intermediate tracks because, of course, that is where his 2 wins have already come this season. But not only that, but Kevin Harvick in general, to have him for those intermediate races is going to be a huge plus, especially with him having as dominating of a season. Of course, has only finished, or I should say has only finished outside of the top 10 one time so far this year. So for that reason, I think you should stay away from Harvick. Not to say that he isn't going to finish in the top 10, but I just think it is the safe pick here for this one. There's not really a whole lot of other guys that I would stay away from. I guess another driver that would come to mind to stay away from here in this one is going to be the rookies in this race here today. And I should say all the rookies from Christopher Bell, Cole Custer, and Tyler Reddick. Reason being, NASCAR Xfinity Series doesn't race at Martinsville up until this season, so those 3 drivers have not been on this track in a couple years, rather yet not in a Cup car, and as well, not obviously with any practice as well for this race here today, no qualifying, so they're going to hit the track. Again, they could perform well, especially Bell and Reddick, because they have been on a little bit of a hot streak as far as rookies go, and for instance, Christopher Bell has finished in the top 10 in 3 of the last 10 races. Again, just a little too risky of a pick. There's a lot more options here that you could go with. We're going to start off now with our dark horses. Now, I know I said to stay away from the rookies, but this rookie, I think, could be a possible garage driver in your guys' lineup tonight, and that's going to be John Hunter Nemechek. Nemechek has a win here in the Truck Series at Martinsville, of course, and he only ran the 1 season of Xfinity Series racing, so he, out of all the rookies, has not only the most experience here at Martinsville, granted, again, it's in a truck and not a Cup car, but he has pretty good success on top of that. So that could be a dark horse pick. And then Matt DiBenedetto, I know we have him in the dark horse picks a lot, but he is a very great short track racer. We had him as a dark horse a couple weeks ago at Bristol. If it wasn't for him getting involved in an accident, it looked like he was going to have a top 10 day because he was running in the back half of the top 10. So expect him to compete all day for a top 10 and perhaps score some stage points as well. Now, drivers that are must-haves in your starting lineup, and I have a lot of factual evidence for these guys. Or I should say for this guy, mainly. Ryan Blaney, I think, is a must-have in everybody's lineup this week. The reason why Ryan Blaney is a must-have is because he has finished in the top 10 in 4 of the last 5 Martinsville races. That includes even one of his starts for the Wood Brothers. 3 top 5s in that 5-race stretch as well, and he's on a current hot streak. Of course, 3 of the last 4 races, third, and fourth. The only race he did not finish in the top 5 in that stretch, or I should say 4th or better in that stretch, was Bristol, in which he was in 2nd and had led a lot of laps in the first just over a third of the race before getting caught up in an accident. So yeah, Ryan Blaney, I guess, is a must-have. He's also starting from the pole tonight, so he'll have a lot of track position. He should score a lot of stage points. 2 other drivers that are must-haves is going to be Martin Truex Jr. and Kyle Busch. Martin Truex Jr. is going to be a must-have in everybody's lineup, I believe, here tonight, and the reason being is because in the last 3 Martinsville races, he's got nothing but top 5s, including 1 win the last time we were at Martinsville last season for the playoff race. Another driver is going to be Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch, obviously, very good on the short tracks. He is a must-have in everybody's lineup when it comes to these short track races. We had him for Bristol. We'll have him again here for Martinsville. Denny Hamlin, also another Great short track racer. He is a must-have, and he's actually had more success than Kyle Busch this year with 2 wins, so wouldn't be surprised if Hamlin got his 3rd here today. Now let's take a look at who is going to be in our starting lineup here for today's race. So we're not going to make too many changes. We're going to keep Ryan Blaney in the lineup, as well as Martin Truex Jr., Chase Elliott, and Brad Keselowski. And the only other drivers that we are going to put in will be Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin in place of Joey Logano and Kevin Harvick, because, again, those are my must-haves. They will perform well short track racing tonight. So very high on Joe Gibbs and a couple of the Penske drivers. Stay away from Logano. Mainly just because I think he could be a little better at other tracks this year. Keselowski and Blaney have had a lot of recent success at Martinsville. Now, I know Joey has a win, but outside of that one win, he hasn't performed too well at this racetrack. So, yep, going to put Kyle Busch in, and then we're also going to end up putting Denny Hamlin in. And my prediction for who will win the race tonight, and I'm going to predict them to win each stage just in case they do get a stage win. I can get at least some bonus points. It's going to be Ryan Blaney. Again, a lot of recent success. He's on a hot streak. He starts on the pole tonight, and he has had a lot of recent success at Martinsville. He could contend for the win here tonight, so we're going to take Ryan Blaney. He is my pick to win this race. So that is going to be it here for this video. Comment down below who you think is going to win the race later tonight at Martinsville, and be back for a post-race analysis video when this race is over. Again, yep, that'll be coming out tonight. And hit that subscribe button for more daily NASCAR content. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.